Saskia Nugent. Welcome to Food Pantry Fine Dining. Okay, so I'm a little excited. What I get to do is I get to go to the open door the day before we tape and pick up the items that I'm going to be using for a group of the episodes that we make. This week, when I got there and I got to meet my new best friend, Nora, who's the executive chef at the open door, working her butt off, she showed me that what they have this week is fish sticks. So, now, here's another cool thing about this, is that they're Gorton's fish sticks. And if you grew up in Gloucester, or you grew up anywhere around Gloucester, you know that Gorton's is from Gloucester. Trust the Gorton's fishermen. Anyway, so I got really excited because this is what they have this week. They got a huge donation. This is what they're wanting to use. This is what they want to circulate. This is what people will be getting and using. Fish sticks are fun. Now, the one cool thing about these fish sticks is they are wild-caught Alaskan pollock. You just cook them per the cooking instructions on the bag, which was $4.25 for 15 minutes. Turn halfway through if you want. Flip them for crispiness. And then you take them out of the oven. I, of course, had to get crafty. So before I put mine in the oven, they're in there now, I actually brushed some of them with barbecue sauce. You can use whatever you want. I actually mixed some of what I had in the fridge with a little bit of orange juice and some vinegar just to make it funky. I brushed some more with some honey mustard, and then I left some plain. You can drizzle it with lemon before you want, or just leave them alone. Just leave them completely plain if you want. But I wanted to give you some ideas about how you can really funk these up, how you can really make them more fun. So I'm going to take them out of the oven, and what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to show you how to use them with a nice little salad that I'm going to create, and a homemade vinaigrette. Now, you can do a bunch of different things with them. You can put them in a fish taco, so you just need tortillas, whether it be flour or corn, and then some salsa or some slaw. Done. You can melt some cheese in a quesadilla and do a crispy chicken quesadilla. Maybe add some tartar sauce or some pickles to get crafty. You can actually make fish stick Parmesan. And I know that sounds strange, but it's actually really good. So you put a little bit of sauce in a pan and then melt some cheese on top. In this case, I'm going to just put them on a nice salad, and we're going to make a homemade citrus vinaigrette to go over the top. So let me get those out of the oven so we can take a look at them. So as you can see, these are the ones that I did with the honey mustard vinegar. I'm sorry, these are the ones I did with the honey mustard. These are the ones I did with my little special barbecue sauce. And then these are ones that are plain. The serving size says 2, so you would do 2 of these per serving. In this case, I'm actually going to go ahead and use the barbecue ones in my salad, though any of these would work, plain, honey mustard, or the barbecue sauce in my salad. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 2 of the barbecue brushed fish sticks. And what I did was I just took some of the barbecue sauce and brushed it over the frozen fish stick before I baked them in the oven. And I'm excited to give them a try. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to set these aside, and I'm going to make up a nice little salad. What I have to make a salad with is, again, I mentioned in episode 4 that they gave me a produce bag at the open door. This is what they give to people, and it's just a bag full of produce awesomeness. And it had fresh plums, fresh apples, corn, broccoli, oranges, sweet potatoes. I'm overwhelmed with how much of the most beautiful fresh produce comes in these bags that people are getting. So in this case, I'm going to use the plums, some of the red bell pepper that I was given, a little bit of cabbage, and then I'm also going to use one of the sweet potatoes that I was given and roasted off in advance, just for time saving. So this is a roasted sweet potato with the skin taken off of it, and I'm going to slice it and add it to the salad. So to start off with, I'm actually going to do something called shaving. I'm going to shave the cabbage, which means I'm going to cut it fingers tucked. Remember, people, fingers tucked. I'm going to cut it very thin. So I'm going to slice it into thin And you'll look at this and you'll go, oh, that looks like coleslaw. And it's exactly, this is how you do a really good cabbage slaw. Also, if you want to do fish tacos, cabbage slaw, pay attention. So we're going to shave this cabbage. And I used a piece of cabbage that once you're done shaving it, it's probably going to give you about 2 cups worth of cabbage. And again, this meal, I'm going to make enough for 2, but like I said, the serving size is 2 per person on the fish sticks, and I use the entire bag. So in a bag is 10 fillets, which means that's a 5-person serving if you want. But what I'm gonna make here, I'm only gonna make for 2 people. And you can add this, you can make it for 1, you can make it for 2, you can make it for 3, whatever you need to do to move this around. You would just need to increase the ingredients slightly. So I'm gonna finish shaving the cabbage. Done. Now I'm gonna make a nice little bed of it in the middle of the plate. Again, nothing's dressed yet. I'm gonna dress it before I add the fish. I'm just gonna leave that alone. Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut the peppers into slivers, fingers tucked. I've showed you how to cut peppers before. Remember, you just want to drag along the tip of the knife and get fine slivers. 3, we'll do 4, 5, 6, 7. That's good. We'll do that. Now, I like to cut the long slivers in half because when you go to eat it, it's really hard to fit that piece into your mouth. So I'm going to cut those in half. And now those are going to also go on top of the salad. Now, I'm also going to use a plum. Some of you are going, why is she using a plum? That's disgusting. You're going to put fish on there. It's gross. Trust me, it's not gross. Though, if you hate the idea of it, you do not have to use a plum. That's going to be the fun part. Most of the things I make, if you don't like something in it, you don't have to use it. But in this case, I'm going to use the plum because it's very pretty and fruit tastes good with fish. I'm going to say it again. Fruit tastes good with fish. I promise. So again, I've showed you how to do this in the past. Plum, round. So we're going to ground it and we're going to put the tip down and then we're just going to turn the plum, twist it, and we're gonna do little slices. This salad is gonna be so cute, you're not gonna be able to stand it. And it's gonna taste really good. So, a little bit of plums in there, yay. Make it look pretty, put it around the edge, or just chuck it on top. It doesn't matter, it's still gonna taste good. Now at this point, we are gonna dress it first. You can use a bowl with a fork. You can use a mixer. You can use a KitchenAid, blender. You can use whatever you want to mix your vinaigrette. I like a mason jar, and I'll tell you why. Because if you put all the ingredients in it, and you put the lid on tight, just shake it right in the jar. So, to my mason jar, I am going to add 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, orange. Guess where I got it? The produce bag. So I'm gonna cut some of this orange in half. Squeeze it into the jar. So a half an orange worth of juice. You wanna be careful of seeds. Good. Then I'm gonna add a little bit of Dijon mustard. So I'm gonna say a tablespoon. I'm just gonna give it a squeeze, but it would be a tablespoon worth. I have some local honey. You can use whatever honey you have kicking around. If you don't have honey, you can use maple syrup. You can also just use sugar. You don't have to use anything at all. The funny thing is that the orange juice is going to add just the right amount of sugar to this as well. So I'm just going to use a tiny bit of the honey and stop. Pinch of Himalayan sea salt, the pink one, or regular salt, or no salt whatsoever. Olive oil. And what are we gonna do? We're gonna put the lid on the jar. And we're gonna shake it. So fun. So fun. So, all right. This is how fun it is to make vinaigrette. This fun. So, Good, awesome, done. You just want to taste it. Just put your finger in there. You can use a spoon like a normal person. So good. So what I get from this flavor is the mustard, the honey, a little bit of the juices, olive oil. It's pretty basic. It's very simple, not overwhelming. I'm going to take that. I'm going to dress. I'm going to take this and I'm going to actually dress the plate. So if you look at this, whoops, we'll keep it down here. So I'm going to dress the plate with this. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. So this is what the salad looks like without the fish on it yet. Beautiful, beautiful. And if you want, you can just eat the salad and then eat the fish on the side. So now we're gonna add sweet potato, which I'm gonna slice into small, thin slices. And again, if you're like, I don't want sweet potato on my salad, don't put it on. So I'm gonna do 5 small slices of sweet potato, which I'm also gonna add to the salad. Now again, at this point, you can stop and just eat the fish sticks and the salad. But we're gonna keep going. So now I'm gonna take the fish sticks and we're gonna get fancy. I am going to cut the fish sticks on the bias. And what that means, on the bias, means crooked. So you're gonna cut them crooked. And for some reason, it makes it fancy. I don't know why, it just does. Crooked makes it fancy. So on the bias, here we go. Sideways, cutting these. Up. And then we're gonna add them to the salad. I'm telling you, when you're done with the salad, which took me 4 minutes, 5 minutes, you're gonna look like a professional chef with fish sticks, which, and I'm sorry, they're actually breaded fish fillets. They smell incredible, they look great, and they make a gorgeous salad. They make an absolutely gorgeous salad. So dinner's done. Now here's the thing. Some people are gonna look at this and go, don't mess with my fish sticks. I like fish sticks, I like them straight up, and I like them with a sauce. Well, guess what? I got you covered too. So what we have here is we have the plain fish sticks, fish fillets, 2. Then we have my variation on special sauce. So we have pickles, ketchup, mayo, mustard. What do you do with them? You mix them together. And this, my friends, is what I like to call special sauce. Now, some of you actually know special sauce or have your own special sauce. And you're gonna say, I don't put pickles in it. Well, guess what? I put pickles in it. So I put pickles in my special sauce. So again, cut pickles or relish if you want it, and it can be sweet relish if you like sweet relish. I'm not a fan, but whatever you want, go for it. This is your food, so make it the way you like it. Ketchup and mustard. That's it. And then you're gonna take a fish stick and you're gonna go old school and just dip and eat it. I would be eating this right now, but I still have to keep talking, and then I'm talking with fish stick in my mouth. But as soon as the camera stops, this is how I'm gonna eat it. And you just, that's all you have to do, and it's so good. So thank you for joining me and my fish sticks. Thank you, Gorton's, thank you, Open Door, and thank you to you guys, because you keep making the donations to the Open Door. You keep this food moving out to the families and the people that need it the most. So can't wait to see you for episode 6. Talk to you soon. Take care.